welcome back to our run-through with Ashcan and Dexter through the Scarlet Keys. We're playing in the Playing Board Games Playalong League, Season 3, which has some interesting deck building restrictions. I went over them in the first video, but for now I'm going to go over deck upgrades. So for Ashcan, what we did, we took a level 3 ice pick, which is somewhere here, replacing a jury rig, and we upgraded a backpack. Okay. For Dexter, what we did is we we sunk all of our XP into customizable cards. So we took 5 into Power Word. So we have Betray, Confess, and Tongue Twister. We also kicked out the Explosive Word and took a second Power Word, which is free since we sunk XP into it. And we put another XP into Self-Depiction here, allowing us to kick the Living Ink when there's only one charge on it by not wasting the charge and then kicking it to Dexter's ability. Okay. Stuff that some upkeep we need to do. So during the setup here, we're going to choose to neither to just give him some breadcrumbs, meaning we're not altering the bag with between tablets and cultists and tablets and elder things. And we're doing that because eventually we're going to go to Alexandria. That's going to be our next scenario, and we want to have we want to be able to take the side of the Claret Knight, meaning we need to take a tablet there over an elder thing. And here, if we went for 2 elder things, it would just be more brutal. They're -2s that if we fail, we put a doom in the agenda. We're not really committing a lot of cards, so the tablets are going to be way less painful. Dexter only has Watch This as his skills, and also PD only has 6 skills as well. Another thing we had to do during the interlude, I miscalculated the time, so we did go through status report alpha, meaning we added a cultist to the bag, which is a very brutal -5 in this scenario, so hopefully it's not going to smack us too hard. The other thing we need to do is randomize the location to kick away, so let's do that. So we're losing this, the Bank of Provincia. This goes away. These are just to randomize the location, and we put the targets on the 6 locations. I'm just going to put them around their corners. Last thing, we need to resolve the concealed keyword on the Chica Roja, and in a Twitter post by MJ Newman, she said that there should be an errata, and it should be through the 6 locations that have a target, not the central location, not like the book says. So we're going to do it the right way. So we're just going to put a concealed mini card at each one of these locations. Okay, we start here at Vinda de Mayo. I'm going to probably butcher these names. Since the game started, we put 2 Doom on it and shuffled in counter deck. We just need to expose her before the agenda advances, and this is a repeating cat and mouse game. So our goal is to win, but not win completely. I mean, not get the targets before her. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, we're not going to try to lose on purpose, so if we get it before her, great. If not, what can you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what we need here really is an investigating spell, because we need to investigate a lot of stuff and do the abilities on locations. Throw Secrets is just good card draw. I'm going to kick the Watch This. I'll keep, I think, no, we'll ditch everything else looking for more good spells. Here the backpack is going to help us dig a bit, and the Sixth Sense is going to be pretty big. End of the Road is just free because there's only one agenda, so it's considered to be the final agenda due to the latest FAQ. So this is just a free card run in action, so I think I'm going to keep this. We might get some value out of Take Heart, so let's just kick this, and yeah, let's keep that. We'll draw 1 card here to replace it. Well, you kick a Faustian and get a Faustian, what can you do? And here we're going to draw 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that's okay-ish. It's not the best. Reveal the starting location. It has 3 Shroud, and we get rolling. So let's start here on Ashcan. We'll use Backpack to look at the top 12 cards. Okay, we get we get Economy, which is great. We get the Pocket Multi-Tool. And funnily enough, the Moonstone doesn't work being on the backpack. It just gets stuck there because we can only play them and we can't commit or use Ashcan's ability on it. So what we'll do is just take all the economy, which is absolutely fantastic. So second action, we'll play said economy. And last action, we'll put out the Pocket Multi-Tool. Okay, over in Dexter, we're going to start with a Scroll of Secrets and hopefully find something useful. We need spells, pronto. This is good, actually. It's going to be very good, this scenario. Second action, actually, we're going to play the Lone Wolf so we can start triggering some money off of it, and then we'll GTFO. So let's go here to where the brain test is. Okay, and that will be it. So let's upkeep. Okay, Doom 3 of 7. And encounter card here is we can reveal, but we don't. Okay, she's going to smack us when she comes out, and she's going to be a 5-5. That's going to be a bit of a problem. And Dexter gets Hunting Night Gaunt. Okay, interesting. We're going to, between turns, use the Scroll of Secrets to see what we can get. It's a 21 or bust. Okay. So we don't have a good fight spell yet. So let's start with Ashcan, actually. So we're going to Duke into here. Okay, we're investigating at a 4. Let's go 5 to 2. It's -2. We get a clue. Second action. Let's run out this 6th Sense. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this over here. Last action. Let's investigate again at a 4 to 2. And yeah, we can wait. What we could do, we could pitch winging it to ready the pocket multi-tool and investigate at a 5 to 2. Yeah, that's a -0, so we just get this clue. Okay, Dexter over here, what we're going to do, he has 3 fight, and the Shroud here is 3. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. First, we're going to trigger Lone Wolf, but for 3, we're going to fast out this power word. We'll take an action to tell him to kneel, right? Cower, which means he exhausts. He's still on me, and because it's health, I think, not fight value. Health. So 4, you can get clues from a 4 Shroud location. So this is my clue spell now. Second action, let's play 21 or bust. So 0, 5, 6, 10, 15, 18. Funky token will make me fail, but I think I want more resources. So we're at 18. Yeah, we fail. Last action, we'll get a resource. Well, it was a good chance, but what can you do? Okay, enemy phase, he's exhausted. We'll do upkeep. That's really good. 4 of 7. Counter card is. I'm gonna let her smack me for 1 and 1. And hopefully Dexter can heal it eventually. And we get another Night Gaunt. Okay, so between actions, we're going to look at the bottom card of our deck. And we'll discard this, the Nihilism. Okay, I think we start with Ashcan. So we'll fast out this Ice Pick. Now all we need is the Scavenging and we have our engine going. So we'll start by investigating with 6 Sense. So we'll go 5 to 2. It's up by 3. Yep, that's a clue. I'd like Pete to soak some horror for me, but second action we'll actually spend a clue and pick a horror on Duke. I think, right? Although, yeah, we have time. Let's peek what's here. That's how it works. No, it's a decoy. I'm going to leave it face up because I know it's a decoy. Last action, I'm going to Duke my way into here. It's a 2 Shroud. We're going to investigate at a 5 to 2. Yep, that's -2. We get a clue. Okay, over here with Dexter. So since we can give 2 commands, he can also smack an enemy, and we can also make him. We have 4 commands we can take. So we're going to gain our Lone Wolf money. Since there's no better way for us to killing him, we might as well do the Spectral Razor first. We're going in an 8 to 1. This has a fight icon. We'll just gamble 1. Will be 9 to 1. 9 minus 4. So that's still 5 to 1. We succeed. We get 2 money back. This guy, not this guy. This guy's dead. Second action, we'll do what we did last time. And last action, we'll spend 1 clue. Do we want to test it at 5 to 4? I mean, if we find her, it's not going to change it. We'll make it a 2 test. So we're going 5 to 2 up by 3. That's a -1. That's fine. And what's here? Another decoy. Again, I'm going to leave them face up. So it's either one of these other 6. Okay. Bit of a bummer, but what can you do? Let's do upkeep. There's the Scavenging. Okay, 5 of 7. Counter card is. Okay, in action we're probably failing, so let's commit a take hard into it. We're going to test foot 2 to 3, 2 to 4. -1, we fail, we draw 2 cards, gain 2 resources, and we're going to put another decoy here. Since all of them have the same amount, we need to shuffle them, but we know that they're both decoys, so I'll just keep it face up. And here, if we fail the test where a decoy is, we get bonked. Okay, let's start with Dexter. We'll gain our lone wolf money. First action, we'll give him a command to move and exhaust, so he's over here. Second action, we'll move on our own. We will slice this to make it well connected. And last action, I think we go into here, right? Well, we do want the Night Gaunt with us. So we could make him hit himself, right? 1 damage to an enemy with an equal or lower fight value. He could hit himself and give me a clue. Let's do that. I think it's a better option than whatever else I want to do. All right, you know what? I'll just play showmanship. Okay, Ashcan. So we have 2 clues. We don't need anything else. Let's start by doing this parlay test. I think it's a parlay. It's not a parlay. We spent 2 to reduce it to 2, so we're at 2 all. We'll be 3 to 2. We'll be 4 to 2 with this resourceful. That's a -0. We succeed by 2. Resourceful will return this take heart. So let's see who's here. It's a decoy. It's a bit of a bummer. Second action, we're going to duke into here, and we're going to investigate at a 5 to 3. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's an auto fail. We'll use this lightning bolt window to heal Ashcan. I could move into here with Duke. I think it's a 4 to 4 there. Last action, I'm going to play scavenging. Enemy phase, this guy engages Ashcan, and we do upkeep. There you go. 6 of 7, so we either find her this turn or we don't find her, and this is going to be a problem. We need to investigate this location by 2 or more. On Wings of Darkness, so this is just a damage and a horror, which we can't do anything about. We stay at our location because that's where we are. We also would have taken the lightning bolt during the test to shift this back. Okay, let's start with Ashcan. If we can investigate this by 2 or more, then we can at least get rid of calling card and maybe get a peek. Actually, that might help us. First action, we'll investigate with 6 cents. No, we'll play out Peter Sylvester. I think. Do we not have the time for it? Oh, we have End of the Road. So yeah, we'll play out Pete. Second action, we're investigating at 5, 6, 7 to 3. So we're up by 4. So -1. So what we do is we will crack this ice pick since we are now starting to scavenge. So we get both of these clues. And this is discarded. And we'll look here. It's the easiest one to look at. So let's look at one here. That's a decoy. So for now, we're looking at a 50-50 chance. So let's duke our way into here. This is a 4 shroud. We're testing at a 4-all. We'll commit a take heart. Yeah, we failed. That's 2 cards and 2 resources. But what we can do is now use this lightning bolt to look here. That's La Chica Roja. We'll spend 2 clues to not draw an encounter card. And what's the shroud here? 4, and he has 4 health. Right? It goes by health. Yeah, that's why we don't want to make him go away. Problem is that we need Duke to deal the damage because we don't have a fighting spell yet. We could do the parlay, but I think it's a 6, and that's pretty hard for Mr. Dexter for now. So what we did is we played Pete, we investigated, we moved with Duke and failed. We see that this is La Chica Roja. So let's take another action, card and resource, which we'll use to investigate here at a 5 to 4 with 6 cents. We'll pitch Faustian to be 6 to 4. Both Faustians will be up by 3. That's a -2, that's fine. So we expose La Chica Roja. She engages us. She smacks us for 1 and 1. And she has 5 fight now. And we advance. This is the first time we do it. Also, all these minis go away. Okay. Oh, there was an extra one, so I'm going to kick it here because it's going to reset. Parlay is book or foot 6. Okay. What we will do is we'll take another extra action. Draw a card, gain a resource. We'll pitch this fire axe to Ready Duke. We'll try fighting at a 4, 5, 6, 7 to 5. Yeah. Okay, we get to get something from resourceful. It's going to be this. I think it's the ice pick. Yeah. And we deal 2 damage to her, so we advance again. We get the target, return her to the shadows, reset everything, and back to 2. And we redistribute her stuff. We lose all our clues because that's how it works, and we refill the locations. So this has 1 more, this has 2, and this has 3. And now we divvy her up along location of the target. So here, 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 and I'm going to put 2 here because this is the easiest one. Okay, Ashcan is done, I think. We could quick out this ice pick now. Okay, Dexter. Let's have him. Well, we'll start our turn. We'll gain our lone wolf money. We'll start by making him exhaust and give us a clue. Second action, we're going to walk into here. Last action, I want to draw a card, but I feel like last action, that's not the way to do it. We can also make it deal damage to any enemy with an equal. No, it doesn't have fight value, right? Damaging it, evading it, or discovering a clue. I don't think it counts as having a fight value. I might be wrong. I don't think it's considered an enemy at my location. I can have him move. I don't wanna. If I draw a card and it's my weakness, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But otherwise, let's draw a card. Okay, brand is pretty good. Okay, we're done here. Let's do upkeep. 3 of 7. Counter card is Knives in the Dark. Okay, don't expose decoys. And another Night Gaunt. Okay. So how do we do this? I don't think we want to take horror we don't need to take. However, Ashcan can't really do it in one action. And we want the Lone Wolf money. Do we kick the showmanship for it, or the... We could take an AOO. That's only 2 horror. So yeah, let's start with Mr. Drake. So we gain our Lone Wolf money. First action, we'll do this parlay. We'll have him exhaust and give us a clue. Second action, we will... You know what? I don't think I need this showmanship. I'm gonna slice this showmanship and make it a brand of Kathaga. And we'll second action attack with the brand at 7 to 1. Let's go 8 to 1. It's -6. We succeed by 1. Thank you. We'll spend 3 charges to kill this guy. And last action. Let's spend both clues, take 2 horror, and flip these. Both are decoys. Okay. That gives us information. That's really, really good. Okay, Mr. Pete, or Ashcan Pete. So we could take an action to play Schaffner's, but I don't think we need anything yet. So we will duke our way into here. So we're investigating the 4 to 3 now. Let's go. We got one from there. So let's go 5 to 3. That should be good enough. It's a -5 if you fail by 2 or more. Oh. Okay, that really screwed us over now. Because everything is a connecting location. That was really bad. So we need 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Wow! Okay. So we're going to have to redo Dexter's turn. Second action, then we'll go into here. Last action, we'll investigate with 6 cents. So we're at a 6 to 2, up by 4. Great, we'll crack this ice pick and get these 2 clues. And now, between turns, we're going to kick the Lost Blossom to heal ourselves. Thanks. And we need to test this. We're at a 4-3. And, you know, what's better than failing? Redistributing them. Actually, they were still random. I could have kept it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do upkeep. And this guy readies. Okay, good. 4 of 7. The other card is a locked door. What has most clues? It's one of these revealed locations. Let's put it here for now. This is on Wings of Darkness. This could screw me, so what we're going to do, we're going to ward it. I think. It's only a damage and a horror, really. 2 horror because of seeing shadows. What would do it would move me to central location, which is fine because I don't need to be here anymore. Let's tank it. 2 to 4. Yep, so we take a damage and 2 horror because of this thing. We're moved here. We don't disengage because he's a Night Gaunt. We'll use this lightning bolt to flip this over. And yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, we have sanity to work with. That's actually pretty okay. So we can start with Dexter again. We'll gain our Lone Wolf money. We'll have this guy exhaust and give us a clue. It's our first action. Second action, we're going to walk into here. Last action, I think we read the signs. We investigate at a 7-3. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We'll get these clues. And eventually we'll start looking. Okay, Ashcan. First action, we're going to spend 2 clues. Take 2 horror on Mr. Sylvester. And look at these. Still decoys, eh? Second action, we're going to duke our way into here. So we're investigating at a 5-2. It's a -1, that's 4-2. That's absolutely fine. We get to scavenge this ice pick back. What else do we have here? What can we return? That's pretty good. We could get the Unexpected Courage. I think if we're doing something, it's playing a Schaffner's. Getting some economy, and then we're testing this again at a 4-3. Peter heals at the end of our turn, 4-3. This is gone. Okay, enemy phase nothing. We do upkeep. 5 of 7. We need to get a pace. Calling card again. We can put it here, actually. This is an easier to succeed by 2. And another Night Gaunt. Okay. Once again, let's start with Mr. Dexter. First action, we're going to have this guy evade, but also punch this guy. Second action, we'll Brand of Cthulhu. That's 7-8-3, up by 5. It's -4, that's fine. That's 3 resources to kill this guy. We might shift this anyways. We will shift this. No, not twice. Last action, we'll take this action. We spend a clue. We'll spend an extra clue to make it a 2, so we're at 5-2. And who's this? A decoy. Oh, we can't. So we should have started with Ashcan. So let's say we did, because we want to do that. So we would have first actioned, duked into there, investigated a 5-2. Would have succeeded by 2, which got rid of this. And we would have peeked at someone not here, but we would have looked at this one. That's the Chica Roja. And then we would have walked twice, I guess. Probably pitching a card to walk with Duke once. So we would have pitched this spare Peter to Duke into there. We'd investigate at a 4-2, 4-4. -2, we fail, so we take a damage and a horror because we don't want the extra doom. And we would have put the horror on us because we want to heal with that, and we would have probably fasted out a nice pick and used it, but that's also a million actions too late. But we know that Chica Roja is here, so actually I would have saved my clues, right? And then last action, just start walking up. I think it's a bit of a retcon. There wasn't any hidden information here. We didn't any draw cards. I just forgot about calling cards. So I would have gone the other way around. So I think that's fine. We do know this is a decoy now, but anyways, I would never have used the ability to look into here because I knew Dex would have done that. So I think the right way to do it actually is to spend my action to stay here. and I think that's fine. Pete heals at the end of my turn. We do upkeep. Okay. 6 of 7 doom. We get another locked door. We'll put it. It has to be our location. That's pretty bad because we wanted to investigate here. And you get heavy rain, so we tested a 5 to 3. That's fine. We auto fail. So for each point we fail by, so we can, and there's also a mini here. So we take a horror from failing. We drop a clue and we take 2 horror. It's the best we can do, and that's pretty brutal. So first action, we're going to have this guy exhaust and move. Right, we trigger a lone wolf. We just don't have the, you know what? We trigger a lone wolf. Before any action is taken, we're going to slice this lone wolf and make it a Mr. Rillia. First action will evade the Night Gaunt at a 5, 6 to 1, 7, 8 to 1. Great, so we evade him and we move here. Second action, we're going to come into here, and last action, we're going to fight the location. That's 7 to 4. Let's go 8 to 4. Great, we only need to spend 1 charge. We expose La Chica Roja. She comes into play. We're going to put her on Ashcan. These decoys go away. Absolutely fine. And that's Dexter's turn. And we're also going to heal 1 damage from each enemy in play. Here, so we need to smack with Duke. So we're attacking at a 4 to 3, 5, 6 to 3, up by 3. Great, she is dead. So once again, we get the target and we reset. So we lose our clues, we reset back to 2 doom. Everything gets its clue value back. 1 more here and 1 more here. And we redistribute La Chica Roja. And honestly, I didn't think this would happen, but we might get the secret ending. 1, 2, 3. We'll put another one here, and another, no, then 2 here. 2, 1, 2, 1. Yep. Ashcan has 2 more actions. We'll use 1, 2, 3 money to play a pair of track shoes. And we want to stay here so Dex can heal us. Dexter is very painful on horror, but he's going to want to re-engage this Night Gaunt eventually. So what we could do, although we only have 1 damage in a horror, we could just start investigating. We can't here. We could pitch that to Ready Duke and move. Let's do that. Let's investigate here at a 4 to 3, because this is a 5-shot location. Great, we get a clue. Okay, we'll upkeep this guy just readies. We do upkeep. Absolutely fine. 3 of 7 doom. Undercover. We're going to test at a 5 to 4. It's our best shot. Auto fail, so we add another decoy, and it's one of these locations. Let's do these, because here we just take horror and do it, so that's fine. And he gets either spend a clue or discard half our hand. I don't really care about my hand. I can just get rid of the Faustian, probably the ward. I'm running out of horror to tank it. This is starting to become a problem, failing at so we don't have lone wolves anymore, so it doesn't really matter. So we can first action walk down. Now we can trigger this to heal both of us. This goes away. So we healed both of us. That's fine. And I think right? It's only 3 doom. We're going to take the off turn to get rid of this. Because it's really, wait, no. It's been smacking us, but then the Night Gaunt will smack us. We walk into Night Gaunt's location. And then we tell him to kneel and give us a clue. That's going to be our turn. That's absolutely fine. Duke. We're going to Duke our way into here. We're going to use these 2, so we're at a 6 to 2. Elder Sign, that readies Duke. We're going to crack this ice pick to get 2 clues. we're not going to use the scavenging yet. We're going to ready the pocket multi-tool. Investigate with Duke at 5-2. That's our second action. So -4, we fail. Last action, we're going to 6. Why would I use Duke? We're going to go 5-2. So -1. We'll use scavenging to return an ice pick, which we will immediately. Oh, this is gone, by the way, which we immediately play out. Okay, next turn we can look at these. Okay, let's do upkeep. Okay, we both got our weaknesses. 4 of 7. Counter card is Seeing Shadows. That's fine. And this is going to smack us for another horror, won't it? We're testing 2-4. So we take a horror from failing, and either we place a doom, which I don't think we want to do. So we take damage and a horror. I'm going to shift this back right now. Yeah. So what we do is obviously we slice this to make it become the occult scrap. So we're only at 4 brain. We'll make him again kneel and give us a clue. And for 2 actions, we're going to get rid of this. Hopefully we can survive till next turn where we can heal the 1 horror. It's a bit of a risky play, but I think it's better than taking the doom. Here we're going to take 2 actions to clear Racked by Nightmares, and then we're going to take 2 and a 3rd horror. Let's put it on Duke. Spend the 3 clues. We have 4. 3 clues. Look at all 3 of these. Not you. Is she here? She's not. Okay, and we do upkeep. There's the Moonstone. 5 of 7. Counter card is this thing again. Oh, Pete heals at the end of our turn. We're probably failing this 2-4. Yep. We take a damage and a horror and another horror thanks to this, because we're gonna have her attack us. Yep. And here we're not gonna do that. Since we can't take the attack, we're both gonna lose an action. We're gonna shift the key now. Okay, that was in the end of Mythos. So we want to check if she's here, and if not, we'll have Dexter check if she's here. So we have 2 actions. So we'll Duke our way into here. We're investigating it at 6-2. It's great. We'll crack the ice pick. We'll take both of these clues. We'll trigger scavenging to return the Schaffners. And last action, we'll pitch this Moonstone to ready this. We'll pay 3 for it. We're going to do the test here. We're going to reduce it to a difficulty of 2. So we're at a 2-all, and we'll be up by 1. And hopefully that's enough. That's great. Who's here? A decoy. Okay, Dexter. So we'll have him exhaust. First of all, yeah, we're going to kick this and make it a living ink. I don't think we need Rite of Seeking now. Exhaust, and we can't make it deal damage, so we'll just make it move out, I guess, because if not, we're going to take him over here. Last action, we're going to spend both our clues. We're going at a 6-2. Let's go 7-2, and we'll gamble 3 resources. We'll gamble, yeah, 3 resources and get another +1. So we're at a 7-8-2, up by 6. Okay, we succeeded by enough. We get 6 back, so we're at 14. And we look at both of these. Okay, we know where she is. And we have 1 turn together. That's good enough. We do upkeep. 6 of 7 doom. The other card is in plain sight, so now she attacks when she engages us. That's pretty bad. And we get pinch in reality. We don't have a clue to spend, so we lose half our hand, which is just this Azure. Rite of Seeking. Okay. Let's start with Dexter. First action, we walk here. We get this Night Gaunt on us. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I think it's a 5-shot, so anyways, he can't reveal her. So we'll have him exhaust. And like, what are we going to do with the clue? And if we stand here, it does nothing. We're also going to shift this to heal everybody. We'll take the clue anyways. Last action. I guess we'll move up here. Yeah, it's a 5th round. Let's start here. We're going to Duke, which lets us investigate by moving, but what we're going to do is exhaust track shoes and test that at a 6-3. Great. So we're actually investigating here at a 4-5. Well, that's not great. Peter should have healed at the end of my last turn. So why did I do that? So I just moved. I don't need to move investigate. I just move. So I move and I exhaust track shoes. Second action, I'm going to investigate with my brain at a 6-5. Let's go 7-5 with a pocket multi-tool, 1x2. That's pretty bad. We also take a horror. And we're screwed. She's taking that target. We were so close. Maybe you should have shifted the Eye of Ravens. I could have done it. Had I shifted the Eye of Ravens, I would have gone up by enough, exposed her, and then maybe attacked her, which should have been a fight. Well, we're not going to get the secret ending, unfortunately. And she's going to take this target, so last action, we're going to actually move out. And my trainee heals, and now we do upkeep. And she steals the target. We were so damn close. She was here, obviously. Yeah, well, we were so damn close. Oh, there was an extra decoy. And now we just get, there are only 3 locations with targets, so at least we get to keep our clues. We refill again. 1, 2, 2. This only has 1. Yep. And again, 2, 2. Okay, encounter card is Coterie Envoy. This is probably one of the best targets for powered, but I only drew 1 of them. But that's fine. You get another Coterie Envoy here, which is also admittedly okay. Kind of okay. Okay, what we'll do is we'll start with Dex. We'll have this guy exhaust and ping this guy for damage. Then we'll walk down here. We'll shift our key to heal us. This goes away. Last action, we're gonna go towards. Right, we want to go towards here and do the thing. Yep. Ashcan, on the other hand, is gonna duke his way into here, investigating a 5-2. It's a -2. That's 3-2. We get 1 clue. Second action, we're going to investigate with brain at a 6-2. It's a +1. We'll scavenge back this ice pick. We'll fast it out. Last action, before this Coterie Envoy comes in. Oh, there are only 2 decoys here. So we're going to spend 2 clues. Take a horror on ourselves and a horror on Pete. And we'll look here. Decoys. Okay. And then this guy's just going to go here and stay there. Okay, enemy phase. This guy patrols here. This guy patrols down. We do upkeep. Haunted, our other weakness. And here's another powered. Interesting. 3 of 7. Knives out. And heavy rain. We're at a 6-3. We'll just try it out. Auto fail. Did we just die? Because of an auto fail? Yep. Wow. Yep. 1, 2, 3. We're dead. Took a mental trauma. I'm not sure Ashcan can do this on his own. 2 actions, we get rid of Haunted. Because we have to. Then we, like, power word goes away. Then we duke ourselves into here. Investigating at a 6-2. We'll take both clues. We'll crack this. We can get our other softeners back. Where is it? Yep. Okay, enemy phase. This guy hunts here. This guy can patrol here, right? Conceal mini cards at its location can also be exposed. Yep. Oh, and no Coterie Envoy. But we can look at them. Okay. And we test this at 6-3. Good. Peter heals. Nope. And we can do upkeep. This should have shuffled already. So we're at 4 of 7. Counter card is this thing. It doesn't really matter. We'll go 6 to 4. We pass. Okay, we're taking this clue, this test. Testing it at 2 all, 3 to 2. We could fail and try again. We're going to test it at 2 all. We pass, so we get to look at 1. That's not good. I really wanted to fail so I could try again. Live and learn. Well, we could do that. We'll go to 2 to 4. We're obviously failing that, taking a whore. We'll go to 4 all, 5 to 4 by 1. We failed that as well. This game is looking pretty over. We need to run away because the Nightgaunt's going to hit us. This was rough. Last action. We keep forgetting we have this. There are no more clues here. We can't look. We can't expose. We'll just run out. And exhaust track shoes. We'll go here. So these guys stay here. This guy hunts onto me, and he deals horror and a damage, and we do upkeep. 5 of 7 doom. Heavy rain. What killed? This killed Dexter. 6 to 3. -1. We pass. First action will evade at a 6 to 1. Great. Second action will investigate at a 5, 6, 7 to 3. So -2. That's fine. We get this. We also get to exhaust scavenging and return this ice pick, which might be a bit too late. I think we take the test. We'll pitch the Moonstone to ready this, and we'll take the test at a 7 to 4. So it's either this or this, and it's a 50-50 chance that we have one more turn. So upkeep, she heals at the end of turn. We do upkeep. 6 of 7 doom. We'll take 1 and 1. First action, we'll try evading the location at a 6, 7 to 3. Tell me it's this. Yes! Okay, the problem is that she punches me, and she has 5 attack now. Which is rough. No, you come here. We have to fight her with Duke. The 5 attack is brutal, but we'll try. So we'll pitch this to ready this. And we'll attack at a 4, 5 all, 6, up by 2. Yep, and she's dead. We get the last target we need. And voila, we advance. We go to Castellite. We obviously don't get the reward because she took one. We were so close, and Dexter died. That was brutal, the mental trauma on Dexter, but I think it's fine-ish. We ended up killing her with damage, so she does go to the victory display, so we get 4 experience. Dexter, unfortunately, got a mental trauma, which is pretty rough. And for absolutely no reason. That autofail really screwed us. We were dancing around with damage pretty well. Oh well. So that's Sanguine Shadows. We get the 4 VP. Let me just write it down. We have 1 mental on Dexter. And Ashcan. We just have 4 VP. Okay, and what we do is we continue our globetrotting. So what happens from here is pretty interesting. We end up going to Sydney, Perth. It will take us to Kuala Lumpur. Not Kuala Lumpur, sorry. Will let us go to Manakuri, then we go to Kathmandu and to Bombay, and eventually we go to Alexandria. The app will tell us how much time we've wasted, and I'll go into it next time around, and I'll tell you exactly how it worked. pretty sure all it does, it makes us, Epsilon makes the you've not seen the last of can start chasing us, and I don't think we reached the second cultist yet. We do get the Weeping Lady, right? This thing. And since Ashcan is pretty good at investigating, we're going to give this to Dexter. All in all, I think the scenario went well. We were really on a good, we were on a very good trace to actually get the secret ending. But obviously it didn't work. We only get one time out of that. That means we can actually play on thin ice, because that's a trade-off. If we get the secret ending, we can't play on thin ice. But I think that's okay. For experience to work around with, I think we get a bit more extra. We're also taking a trauma from what's her face, from Kathmandu, from seeing the ghost. So it's obviously going to be another mental on Dexter and a physical on Ashcan. And until next time, see you around.